I understand, right? I truly understand. And let me tell you what I mean by saying that I understand. I don't resonate with everybody because this life isn't for everybody. I've told y'all previously that I don't come here for the 99, I come here for the one. I don't come for the 99, I come for the one. The insight in the game that I give, although it may be entertaining, the jewels and the gems and the medicine that's inside of the candy is for the one, it's not for the 99. So when I'm speaking, right, or I'm elaborating, or I'm doing these shows, or I'm giving you insight and information, or I'm pouring into people, and when I mention the Patreon, I'm not talking about the Patreon for the overwhelming majority of people. I'm only mentioning it for the one. The Patreon is for the minority. It's not for the majority. The game that we give, and the reason that it's so upsetting to so many people sometimes is because it's not for the majority, it's for the minority, right? We don't do things in the Bag Chasers or over here on the Millionaire Morning Show or for Anton Daniels for the general population. We're not trying to reach everybody. We only trying to reach the ones that matter. I had a conversation with a guy 2 days ago, and it was on a coaching call. And I told him, I said, listen, fam, and he was like 22 years old. Yeah, he was like 22 years old. And I told him, I said, listen, big dog, I'm going to refund you your money. It was a second call that I had with him. I'm going to read Super Chat shortly. Thank you to Christian Bailey. It was a second call that I had with him, and he was 22 years old, and he was having a coaching call in the basement. He was in his basement with me, and I was in my office, and I told him, I said, listen, fam, I'm going to refund you your money. And he said, why, Anton? I said, because you don't want this. And he was like, what you mean? I'm the one that booked the call. I said, but you know, the way that I determine whether or not I'm going to coach somebody is not based off of money. And that's why I actually cut it off to new people for at least the next few months. And I'm not taking any new coaching calls from people. I'm only doing people that have reoccurring calls or people that I've already had a coaching session with. And he said, what do you mean? I said, do you know how I charge for my coaching sessions? I said, I charge my corporate clients 3 times what and people in the Patreon, they know this. I've broken this down even in the last webinar. I said, I charge my corporate clients 3 times, more than 3 times what I'm charging regular everyday people. And the way that I put together the formula is the same way in which I determine how much an hour your time is for your life. It's not based off of how much money you make at your regular job. It's not based off of what you get paid normally. It's based off of how much your time is worth, right? So I'm not making money on coaching calls that's not to corporate clients, right? I only ask people to substantiate my time, to not waste my time. If it costs me, right, X amount of dollars, whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm breathing, whether I'm playing with my daughter, whether I can work some more and be able to increase the value of my time by continuing to get to the bag, the only thing I ask people to do is to not waste my time. So anything that they send me is really just forcing them to be accountable for the time that I'm spending pouring into them when I can be doing something different. Completely different. A fraction of the cost of what it is that I'm charging my corporate clients. Never raise the price of the brick. Always, actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually undervaluing myself because I didn't even raise the price of the brick based off of what I made from last year. I'm going off of 2 years ago. And so I said, listen, I'm going to send you your money back. I volunteered it. And he said, but I don't understand. I said, because you're not ready for this game. You haven't failed enough. You don't know what it's like to be at the bottom yet. Right? You don't know what it means to actually grind and hustle and to put everything into it as though your life depended on it because you don't have nothing to lose. You don't know. You've been coddled your whole life. And this is to a guy. I said, you've been coddled your whole life. You've been raised by your mother. Your mother told you you were special, even though you're not, right? You play video games all day. I said, if you couldn't, because it was a second call, I said, if you couldn't get the homework done that I gave you to do 2 months ago, and we sitting here having a conversation, but you was able to put in full sessions like it was a full-time job into your gaming and your clan, I'm not interested in coaching you because now you become a reflection of me. If you out here in the streets and you've had multiple coaching calls with me and you still looking dusty and somebody say, hey, who's your coach? And they say Anton Daniels, you then make me look bad. And so everybody that rock with me, they have to be better than they were the last time that I talked to them. I need to see incremental progress. I need to see you working for this. I need to see that you're more dedicated to this than I am to you. If I'm more prepared for you than you are when I then get on a call with you, then that means that you don't want this. I'm not begging you. I'm not going to chase you around to do the thing that's best for you. I'm not interested in having a conversation with you because I got a waiting list of people that's actually trying to get this work. I got a waiting list of people that's trying to get this game. I got a waiting list of people that's really trying to tap in and do the thing that's in their own best interest. Why would I waste my time with you? Because you was lucky enough to catch one of my live streams and then send me an email in order to get a coaching session? You waited 3 months for this coaching session and you still ain't going to do the thing that's in your own best interest. So I said, listen, let me do you a favor. I'm going to send you your money back, even though you wasted my time. Have a nice life. Hopefully you can catch something on the Millionaire Morning Show that changes your mind. Because some of us, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a lot of us that really, really need to suffer. And the problem with society and the problem with life, and I told my pastor this one time when I was coming up as a young guy, I said, you know what the problem with people is? I said, they ain't suffered enough. You know why your son and your daughter is going to fail? Because they're not getting the lessons that you were supposed to give them as a result of what you learned by going through what you went through in order to build that empire. You just going to give it to them. They ain't got to work for it. They ain't got to suffer for it. Your son ain't going to know what it means to value anything because you gave him his first car. He never had to work for it. He never had to grind for it. He don't even know what the value of that thing is. He don't know what it means to trade in his time for money, to suffer, to have blood, sweat, and tears. He don't even really appreciate it because you gave him everything. You coddled him. This is why I tell women all the time that you don't know what it takes to be a man and you can't raise a man because you don't know what it means to have to go all the way down into the gutter. You don't know what it means that everybody is going to be dependent on you. And when y'all lose your house, they're not going to go to the woman and say, hey, what was wrong? Why you ain't pay the bill? They're going to come to the man and ask that question. They're not going to care about whether or not you wanted a partner when you was looking for a husband. They're going to say, hey, what the fuck is going on with your family and why is your family in shambles? Why are you over there sitting looking halfway decent and your family looking dusty? When a man has to go into that dark place and he has to be selfish about what it is that he wound up building, the woman is often the beneficiary of his greatness. And so it's necessary for a man to go into that dark place. It's necessary for a man to put away those childish things in order to become the man that he's supposed to be. And most people, especially in this coddled society, has no idea what it means to suffer. You don't know what it means to have no options, no availability, no prospects, and you just got to go and take a sales job that's 100% commission. You look down upon people that do sales because you don't know what it means to go out and get it out the mud. You don't know the lessons that came along with us that had to do with sales, door to door, grinding, hustling, trying to convince people to buy something that's not even best for them. And then they wind up rocking with you because they like you, not necessarily because you got the best product. You don't know what it means to actually get it out the mud. You don't know what it means to suffer. You don't know what it means to have somebody that's interdependent on you. And the determining factor for whether or not they're going to eat is whether or not you go out there and grind every day. And that's why people don't understand. They say, Anton, why you won't never take a vacation? Because I don't know what it feels like to take a vacation. What the fuck is a vacation? Why is that even in the dictionary? You mean that we taking time out just to look at stuff? Man, I can look at stuff on my way to go and get in the bag. Take me to my destination over to get a bag and I'll look at the scenery on the way. I ain't missing just because I'm over in the Dominican Republic. I ain't missing just because I'm going to be over in Tokyo. You think that I missed a live stream? I ain't missed not one fucking live stream. How are you going to chase me down and be better than me if I'm outworking you? One of the things that me and Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, one of the things that me and Kevin Samuels used to talk about all the time when we first would get on the phone, he would say, man, I know you ain't going to let no 52, 53-year-old man outwork you. I said, dog, you might get more subscribers than me. You might get more views than me, but it ain't going to be because you outwork me. It ain't going to be because you was better than me at what you did. It was going to be because it's your time, boss, and you took advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you. Most of y'all are smarter than me. Overwhelming majority of y'all are smarter than you. You better than me. You smarter than me. You taller than me. You faster than me. You talk better than me. Your ability to be able to connect with people is much more intriguing to other people, but you will never, ever, ever touch my souls. You can't even look at my jockstrap, nigga, because you ain't never gonna put the work in that it takes in order to be even close to the level that I'm at. You ain't gonna bust down the bags that I get. You ain't gonna get the opportunities that's presented to me because you depended on your talent instead of your work ethic. I take a nigga that work hard over a dude that's talented 10 times out of 10 because I can teach you what you need to know. But the one thing that you can't teach is work ethic. You can't teach desire. You can't teach that. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Hold on, let me kick it with you for a minute because I don't be knowing what I'm gonna say before I get on here. I pray and I say, yo, God, lead me and give me what I need in order to reach one person a day that changed their life and give them a different perspective. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you the real. This is what's really happening. Is somebody out there right now that's looking to take your spot. They nipping at the bit and you don't even realize it. Everything we do is a competition. Everything we do is a competition. It's an opportunity to take something out of somebody else's. I know you don't like it, but we all animals. We are monsters. We are all inherently monsters. Life is a competition. This is not a kumbaya. This is not a fun-filled expenditure. And oh my God, life is no. You coddle. Life is a competition. It's somebody that's looking to take your bitch. It's somebody that's looking to take your money. They looking to take your spot. They want to take your penthouse. They want to take your car. They chomping at the bit to take an opportunity out of you. And you know what they gonna do when they get it? When they get any piece of you, they're gonna get more hungry because they're gonna realize that that tastes good, and they don't even realize how good that tastes. They want everything from you. They want everything that was ever allocated to you. And you know what the sad part about the conversation is that they're gonna get it. They gonna get it. They want your spot. They want everything that was allocated to you. It was yours, and it was yours to lose, but it's theirs to take. That's the difference. People that win understand that it's mine to take. It's yours to lose. Listen, I'm going to fail 100 times before I get that one win. I'm cool with that. You got to lose once. I got to win once. You got to fuck up once because it's yours to lose, because you're not looking at it like from a opportunity perspective. You trying to protect what you already got, and you think that you're safe. I can fail 100 times. All I got to do is be successful once. It's a nigga that's sitting around your chick right now when they friends, and he waiting for you to mess up so he can whisper that little something in her ear and say, man, that nigga ain't deserve you anyway. That's the nature of what business is in regular everyday life. It's a dude that is in the friend zone that is chomping at the bit for the opportunity to just whisper something in that little chick ear. He ain't around your chick because he just really like her and she cool and they just friends and they've been friends for a long time and that's my friend. No, that nigga waiting to fuck your bitch, nigga. He waiting for you to fuck up. That's the nature of life. Somebody is waiting in every aspect of your life, in your business, in your opportunity. If you open up a restaurant, you competing for customers. You want content creation, you competing for eyeballs. In every way possible. It's yours to lose and it's mine to take. I'm a monster. I am admittedly a motherfucking monster. I am a savage. You know why people can't beat me on these panels? You know why it's impossible for you to defeat me? Because I'm willing to die. You feel like you got something to lose when you on these panels. When you debating with me, you trying to preserve your reputation. You don't want to look bad. Somebody is over there in the room with you trying to make you feel good. I don't give a fuck. I will go to the deepest, darkest place in life in order to destroy you. I have nothing to lose. I come from the bottom. I come from inner city Detroit. I had nothing to lose. I'm willing to die for my position in this world, knowing that if I get murdered tomorrow, I'm just going to be a martyr and I'm going to be greater as a result of it. And my wife and my daughter is well taken care of, and I got great insurance policies. It's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is stay out of my way. It's impossible to fight a terrorist. You know why? because you got something to lose and you thinking about your daughter at home and the only thing that nigga thinking about is killing you. I am an admitted financial savage. I am a monster. I will go to the depths of hell to destroy you, and everything that you ever stood for is mine. I want it all. I want everything that you ever stood for is mine. I'm coming for it. And you know what I'm going to do when I'm going to get it? I'm going to bust it down with my bag chasers. You know why? Because I got a bunch of savages behind me. And they all think like me. And they all monsters like me. And so I'm going to keep my wolves fed. And my wolves is going to go and hunt. And they're going to look for an opportunity. And everything you say and everything you do, they send it to me. And everything you think that you're doing that you safe from, we just continuing to gather information. And the minute that you slip, I'm taking everything you fucking got because it's mine to have and it's yours to lose. You don't even own it yet. It's mine. I'm just waiting to go and collect on it. How you feel about it? And you know what the funniest thing about it is? Nothing you can fucking do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is sit there and watch as we devour everything that you thought that you had, because there's nothing that you can do about it. It's only time. It's already mine. It's only time. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel to believe and know that you out there begging and waiting for somebody to give you something, and we just out here just destroying, devouring, and taking every fucking thing that we want? We taking shit that we don't even want, and we give it to the wolves, and we bust down that bag. It ain't nothing that you can fucking do about it. You sitting there waiting on the federal government to give you something, waiting to determine whether or not the Supreme Court is going to make a decision on your student loan payments. Man, I don't give a fuck about the Supreme Court. I don't care what decision that they make. I ain't waiting on Biden to give me nothing. You think I give a fuck about who the president is? I don't care nothing about that. Why would I care? I'm coming to get whatever I'm going to get no matter what. You know, the greatest thing in the world is traveling the world, because you realize that there's more wolves out there that's just like you. And so it's easy takings. It's easy pickings. I don't fight with other wolves. I just recruit them. Hey, you a wolf? Oh. You want to be a part of the wolf pack? It's lucrative on this side. It's lucrative on this side. That's what it is, man. Listen, you're not ready for this life. Stop pretending like you that. Stop pretending like you ready. Stop pretending like you ready to crash out for what you really believe. And when I say crash out, I'm not talking about crashing out on no gang type stuff. I'm talking about crashing out on what do you have to lose because you already at the bottom and you don't even realize it. You think you solidly middle class and you at the bottom, bro. Every tax that's being implemented is hitting your pockets. Every piece of inflation is hitting your pockets. You are at the bottom. You don't have nothing else to lose. You trying to preserve the little pennies that you got instead of acting like you a savage and then going out there and getting what it is that you need. Financially, as a capitalist, as a person that needs to be educated in order to kick in the door so that you can make the investments in your daughter, and so your kids don't have to do the things that you didn't do in order to pay for their student loans, so that they ain't voting a bad way in order to get Biden to forgive them for something that they wasn't supposed to be in the first place. Your kids deserve better. Your chick deserve better. Your parents deserve better. They believed in you. They put so much in you. They sacrificed for you. And you going to sit here and tell me that it's okay to be average? Man, fuck that. I need it. I need everything. And the more I get, the more hungry I become. God's biggest problem with me is he going to have to slow me down. God going to have to say, yo, Anton, slow down, big dog. Pull me back. Don't motivate me to go get it. Pull me back. God going to have to pull me back. He going to say, hey, listen, you going too hard. You're not ready for this life. You really, 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 really not ready for this life. So before you ever reach out to me trying to get advice or a coaching call, or if you think that I'm speaking to the majority of people, I'm not. I'm not speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to the wolves. I'm speaking to the wolves.